Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. My name is Tuan Muhammad Mukhlis Musa. Today I'll be talking about my case study on capacity planning and automation on Top Class Corporation Berhad with a focus on how the company managed demand volatility, labor dependency, and post-pandemic operational restructuring. So this case is particularly relevant because it shows how operational decisions made during crisis can continue to shape performance long after condition has normalized. So before we go further, so I would like to brief about the company overview. So Top Glove is the world's largest glove manufacturer, supplying healthcare market globally through high volume, standardized production. Its competitive position has historically been built on scale, cost leadership, and delivery reliability. Because gloves are largely commoditized products, cost efficiency and the ability to produce at very large volume have been central to the company's success. So this operating model worked well under stable demand condition, but it was significantly tested during and after the COVID-19 pandemic. So next will be the case background and context. So during the COVID-19 pandemic, global demand for medical gloves increased at a very high scale. So Top Glove responded by rapidly expanding capacity, increasing production, and accelerating automation to meet urgent healthcare needs. However, once the pandemic subsided, demand normalized much faster than expected. So this sudden shift exposed challenges related to access capacity, labor costs, and operational rigidity. So at the same time, the company faced rising costs and increasing expectations related to sustainability and labor practice. So this sharp transition makes Top Glove an ideal case to examine on how high volume manufacturing system respond to extreme and demand volatility. So next we go to the application of the operation management. All right. During the pandemic, Top Glove adapted an aggressive capacity expansion strategy. In the short term, this was rational response, as undercapacity would have resulted in lost sales and supply disruption during global healthcare. However, capacity investment in high volume manufacturing are difficult to reverse. So when demand normalized, the expanded capacity base led to underutilized facilities and higher unit costs. So this highlight a key capacity planning issue. Temporary demand shocks were effectively converted into permanent capacity commitment, creating long-term efficiency challenge once demand fell. And the other concept that has been applied by the Top Glove, which is automation. So automation was accelerated to address labor shortage, rising labor costs, and regulatory pressure. Automation improved productivity, reduced reliance on manual labor, and helped stabilize output during peak demand. So at the same time, automation shifted the cost structure from variable costs towards the higher fixed capital cost. So which when demand declined, automated assets continue to generate depreciation and maintenance costs regardless of utilization. So as a result, automation improved efficiency during high demand but reduced flexibility during downturns, so which is increasing the financial exposure in the post-pandemic period. And the concept three will be lean operation. So lean practice such as standardization, waste reduction, and continuous flow supported Top Glove's ability to scale productions rapidly during the demand surge. So this practice improved throughput and cost efficiency when demand was high. However, lean systems typically operate with a minimal buffer. So when demand becomes volatile, the lack of slack reduces resilience. So the same lean configuration that support efficiency during the pandemic offered limited protection against sudden demand contraction. So this illustrates the trade-off between efficiency and robustness is lean production system. So For the operational challenge of Top Glove, which is as demand normalized, several challenges will emerge. Excess capacity reduced utilization and increased unit cost. Automation introduced cost rigidity, and also labor coordination became more complex as skill requirement changed. So these challenges were structural rather than operational mistakes arising from decision made under crisis condition. So the risks that have been arise from this challenge, which is efficiency risk, which is emerged due to underutilized assets, financial risk, increase as fixed costs remain high despite lower output, and resilient risk because became evident as tightly coupled systems struggle to absorb volatility. And lastly, sustainability pressure due to constrained operational choices, adding to complexity of post-pandemic recovery. So my suggestion for strategic recommendation, so to address this risk, several strategic adjustments are recommended. Capacity planning should be prioritized, flexibility through modular and phased expansion. So automation should be more selective and incremental rather than system-wide. And other thing is workforce adaptability should be strengthened through reskilling. So lean practice. Next, it will be lean practice should be balanced with deliberate buffers to improve resilience. So all these together and these measures reduce rigidity while preserving efficiency. And my last suggestion, which is sustainability focus. So sustainability should be integrated into operational decision making rather than treated as separate objectives. Energy efficiency, responsible labor practice, and compliance requirement can be aligned with the cost reduction and productivity goal. So embedding sustainability into planning improve long-term stability and stakeholder confidence. So in conclusion, the Top Glove case demonstrate that operational decisions made during periods of extreme demand can shape performance long after conditions normalize. In high volume manufacturing, such as Top Glove, efficiency and scale must be balanced with flexibility and resilience. So the ability to adjust capacity, technology, and production system over time has become as important as achieving short-term efficiency. So these cases highlight that long-term competitiveness depend on this designing corporation that perform well not only during growth but also during uncertainty and change. So that's all from me. Thank you.